complex undertaking that will require more than 50 of Australia's finest special effects artists. Divided into 4 broad departments, each will face their own challenges in bringing the dinosaurs back to life. There are 3 major obstacles to building dinosaurs on this scale, any one of which could jeopardize the build. Finding a walk system and creating smooth movement are fundamental, but each of these depends upon the third issue, the weight of the creature.
So making something so large generally means it ends up being quite heavy.
The heavier they are means the stronger the structure has to be, the more energy we're going to consume to drive it around.
We don't want them all to be sluggish. We'd like them to have fairly snappy reactions. It doesn't take long for these things to get incredibly heavy. If you add, a couple of 100 kilos of steel and foam and skin over the top, you then got to have a very powerful device to drive it, and there's only a limited amount of battery space on them.
The weight of the skin compounds down through the mechanism to determine the final weight of the creature. If the skin is too heavy, the dinosaur won't move.
And that was one of the first challenges that we had to throw to the skin department.
We tried with an earlier prototype dinosaur, Madge, to make the skin out of latex because that's kind of the standard wisdom for making dinosaur skins. But that was way, way, way too heavy. Madge's skin was 2 tons.
So we looked at materials like textured fabrics like laces and different sorts of mediums like puff paint.
But the easiest way to get the most texture was to add the most amount of paint. And we weighed a few skins and Trev went, oh! So we went back to the drawing board.
Without a light skin system, the viability of the project hangs in the balance. But the other departments forge ahead on faith that a system will be found.
I have an idea on how to make a character move smoother than you normally see at amusement parks and so on. That involved coming up with another way of driving hydraulics, so that part is a challenging bit for me to come up with a new control system.
While Trev experiments with hydraulics, Sonny is tackling the third major obstacle.
Developing a convincing walk system was obviously fairly important when your show is called Walking with Dinosaurs. So we spent a lot of time coming up with some systems that might give us the type of walk we wanted. It borrows heavily from traditional puppetry in that rather than trying to manipulate all the muscles that would drive a leg, for instance, we just grabbed the foot.
与恐龙共舞